Start, I want to tell everybody that this theater is one of the jewels of the province of Quebec, and you people have really got something to cherish. Thank you for supporting the theater. Now, I actually have a little experience with Hudson. I never admitted it, but in my early teens, I had one of those teenage marriages. And then I went and we got divorced, and it was quite traumatic for her. We were coming down the town hall steps, and she was almost hysterical and bawling and that. And I said to her, "Stop the crying. You're still my sister." Now, these three here, are you like the Charlie's Angels of Hudson? Now, a lot of things make me crazy, and one of the things is our healthcare system. It drives me nuts. We've got the money to spend on it, but we're going to spend it on F-16 billions of dollars for them, for jet fighters, and the only enemy we have is the Taliban, and they don't even have a car. It makes me crazy. And I can tell you how we can fix this vaccine problem. We can start distributing vaccine through Starbucks. So when you go there, you just ask for Starbucks Swineino. Would you like one shot or two? Now, in my case, I don't have a regular doctor. I go to a veterinarian. Because a veterinarian has to know all species, not just one. Like, for example, when I went for my appointment last week, in front of me was a St. Bernard, and behind me was a Siamese cat. But the veterinarian gets a little bit mixed up because, well, he grabbed my crotch and told me to bark, gave me a rabies shot, and then proceeded to neuter me. So no healthcare system is perfect. Now, another thing that makes me crazy, are we like the cupcake generation? Like, what is this about? They're everywhere. They're on television, we're in cupcake wars, cupcake this, cupcake festivals. I'm telling you, it's a gender thing. Okay? No real men like cupcakes. Okay? You'll never hear a guy phone his best friend and say, "Hey, bro, come on over and watch a game and bring a 6-pack of cupcakes." Okay? It's never going to happen. Now, when I was a kid, I had a couple of instances of cupcakes that I recall, and they had to do with my grandmother. And if you just follow me on this a little bit, here's what happened. Well, my grandfather was on his deathbed only a few hours ago, and downstairs, my grandmother was making cupcakes, and the aroma came all the way up, and he smelled them, and it perked him up. And he went all the way downstairs slowly, all the way, and there in the kitchen were all these cupcakes. He reached out for one of the cupcakes, and then his hand was suddenly smacked by a spatula by my grandmother. And she said, "Stay out of those are for the funeral." Another incident happened. We have a family reunion. My family is a little unusual. And then, so a family reunion. And every year my grandmother makes these cupcakes. And by the morning they've disappeared. So she decides this year she's going to catch who did it. So she went and she inserted, of all things, BBs from a BB gun in all the cupcakes when she baked them. So the next morning, cupcakes have disappeared again. Then all of a sudden my older sister comes down and she says, "Oh my God, I just was in the bathroom, I had a pee and out came BBs." And then my other sister came down and said, "I just had a poo and there were BBs in it." A few minutes later, I ran in and said, "Grandma, something terrible's happened. I was just jerking off in the garage, shot the cat. It's tough being me. Another thing that's making me crazy is these people that phone these talk shows, radio talk shows, asking for free medical advice. What a moron would do that? What an idiot would phone to do this? Anyway, here's what happened when I made my call. Here's how it went. Hello, Dr. Laura? My wiener's getting smaller. Do you think it's because of the cold weather? Or is it because it's porn affecting me from watching it all day, all those big dicks? Can you help me, Dr. Laura? Well, in regards to your shrinking penis, I think you should, instead of inspecting it for negative changes, I think you should look to the positive. That your penis works well and that it's fun to play with. No doubt it pales in size to the big penises you see in porn. What I suggest you do is start watching Asian porn. And then I think you'll feel a lot better. So anyway, I decided I'd follow her advice. And now I only watch Asian porn. And my wiener's really huge. I want to thank you, Hudson. It's been great. Thank you very much.
David Ray.